Hi, YouTube. How's everybody? I'm doing okay. I was going to wait till later to get on, but you know what narcissists will do when they don't really want to apologize? They'll either say it really quick, like it's out of habit, or you'll have to drag it out of them, and or not at all is their preference. But if you ever have to drag an apology out of somebody, um, that could be a problem. I mean, when you do something and a person brings it to your attention, first off, you shouldn't have to bring something to somebody's attention. They should already be aware, with God in their heart, that they messed up. Like, oh, I got to go back and rewrite that. When I proofread it, it was like not really cool, or whatever. But even brought to the person's attention, then they would apologize right away. They wouldn't make an excuse. They would say something. They would speak up right away. Um, an apology is always from a narcissist. It's always too little, too late. Those are my thoughts on that type of thing. So, but yeah, I go on my instincts, and when I hear and read scribe of the craft, I'm fully aware of it. So, yeah. And we all know the lady that actually understands the mind of Christ. That's that old spirit that people call on. So, that's through Christ. And my senses, my instincts, the language, and all the rest of it, I do better. So you can go to you could be a ace linguist at Cambridge University, say, or um, Yale, with the mind of a law student and a linguist, and like a friend of mine, and really good friend, as a matter of fact. Okay, but you could be a person like that, and if you didn't have God in your heart, a person with just an everyday average understanding of language would be more informed than somebody that's trying to do things in this world for their own gains, not God or everybody else. So that's the difference in the personalities of a narcissist and a person that knows God in their heart. So, yeah. A real Christian that I was accused, well, a real Christian wouldn't watch me. I'm thinking just a second ago, just dawned on me, why would a real Christian comment then? There's one for you. They would move on. If I don't like somebody's videos, I don't frequent them. I don't view them. I accidentally clicked on one last night because I was going to be watching one of my facts verse, it's called, like suspended bridges around the world, or a girl was born with a cyst and had it removed, or I mean, God knows whatever they're going to have on there. Well, I went to click on that. I was kind of bored, but it went up on this other doorknobs, um, the intelligence of a doorknob compared to God, that channel. And I clicked off it. I listened like 30 seconds, like, dang, that is not what I was aiming for. So then I went back on my facts verse, and then went back to that later. It's like, okay, it got my curiosity up because I heard a few words. It's like, okay. But at the end, I heard this. I heard, oh, I wrote it down because oh, yeah, yeah. Sold a car out of state to Missouri, but then it never left and it ended with the ST, and he thought he was quick enough to stop all that. but he wasn't, because I heard it and I got the best ears in the world. Um, and I go on, I'm always logical. I'm so logical. Um, that's what makes me intelligent, is because I always look at the logic in things. Um, a lot of other people are prone to believe in fairy tale, more of a fictitious type of a lifestyle, because um, Satan guides them. So they're not looking at life in all reality of our original creator and what's going on right now. They think it's all like a farce, like they really don't believe what's going on. So, yeah, well, they better start believing it. The longer it takes for them to believe that they didn't make themselves and Satan didn't make them, and they can't recreate themselves, as soon as anybody that's listening falls into that category, as soon as you understand those things, good luck with your death and rebirth and the amount of energy that you won't have, you know, ever again, if that's the case. So Christ will take your energy and use it for extra, you know. Doesn't need it. He's got access to all, is all of everything. But I'm sure you fake gods out there and witches and all your spells, and oh my God, I was raised with the most powerful witch in the world. As a baby, she couldn't kill me, and you think you're gonna spell cast me? Oh shit. Sorry, darling. Oh shit. I was casting spells on the evil of this planet when I was a girl. So good luck with all your tricks, people. You know, I pre-thought you with God's knowledge. Saw you as clear as a bell. And you know that is my gift. My strongest one. That I set aside. Actually, Christ is borrowing it. And you keep playing in that area. That's hilarious, because they always wondered, could he see that? Well, he did in olden days, and he does again. So I get that back. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want to see anybody. I want you to be your own selves, and I want you to be able to guide your own life without the guidance. You know, just the love. How cool would that be? That's what I got. God said, go for it. There's sometimes he puts the brakes on me, you know. But I'm not going to pretend to be some lily of the valley when I'm actually a tigress, you know. I'm just a tigress that'll let you walk through that valley unless you're hurting one of my babies. And then when I'm done eating your ass, I'm going to go lay down in the lilies. That's my middle name. So anyway, that's if I were a tigress. That's how I am in my life. And so when somebody steps on friends of mine that I know they have God in their heart for their own gains, well, you're crossing the line. When you're literally hurting God's people, you're crossing the line. So you can't pretend to be nice. You can't pretend to be kind. That kind. You can't be kind enough, because us true kind like that hear you and feel you within your words, within your actions. We see you, and we are exposing that. So when I set somebody aside for God, you got set aside. In my heart, I don't care what anybody else is thinking. I'm just telling you the way that goes with me. I have set my kids aside from communicating. When you don't live up to par with God in your heart and you're a player in any extreme, you're gone out of my life till God deals with you. That's not my job. It's not my job to cater to somebody's narcissism and let them play with my heartstrings like that. You're not allowed. I don't allow it. So, and when the day comes that Christ said, okay, I'm done allowing this, you're in flipping trouble at that point. Because there's no coming back. That's letting the lion out of the cage. On you. You open the door every time you do something dirty. You're opening that door, and you're on the other side. And you're opening the door of that monster. You're on the other damn side with nothing in between you and the most ferocity you'll ever encounter. You will not be able to stand. I'll guarantee you that. So, yeah, you can play with human beings, but playing with God, that's a whole nother thing. I never tried that. I argued a bit. He let me argue my case. Basically, I was confessing my sins. When I got done, he told me I'm okay and straight up with everything. It was more like, isn't that so? That's how I am. Isn't that so? Isn't that true? Isn't it true? The jealousy, the not loving yourself to appreciate that in other people. So when we do, we're like, oh, well, you're this, that, or the next thing. So then I say, my retort is, I don't care about you. You don't matter. I don't like you. So go pretend I like you. Know I love you. And when God is done cleaning you up, give me a call. I'll be there. Because I can't be messed with. I won't let it go. I wasn't even going to touch on that subject anymore about any name spelling or whatever. I have a video. Look it up. It's called Lower Case Name Calling. Look it up. It's short. It's like a 4-minute video. I was sitting in the sunshine. You can see all my wrinkles, and I was talking to a woman that same type of deal. So I wanted it on video, how I felt that morning after thinking and considering it all night long. So it's like, well, yeah. Especially if it is jealousy for any reason, or even downright plagiarism if you want to take an idea or something and run with it. I mean, where it gets me is more in the scientific field, because on morgellons.org.com, I was one of the first, well, the only out of the 3 writers. My stuff is over there. And my information to get a hold of me with anybody suffering that may want some ideas, I would come over to Morgellons' site and post more. And I actually have a video that I might be putting up that covers quite a bit of that. I'm gonna watch some new, well, so-called new information tonight and analyze that, or tomorrow, by tomorrow, and then, but even there's somebody about putting Humpty Dumpty back together again. I was saying that on Facebook about God and God's most fallen parts. I've been saying that that symbol of the snake eating itself. Can't recall the name, don't care right now. But that symbol within itself of the Satanistic attitude, or how God is, or even how the Buddhists envision that the snake is eating itself, eating its own tail. That is not true. That's inaccurate. That's what's happening on this planet because of Satan's poor taste in attitudes. But lack of understanding also. God never devours his self. He doesn't diminish, he grows. Yeah, with his self. And he really doesn't need any of us to do that. Do you understand? Well, if you really don't believe in him, well, I'll say God bless your day. If you do know there's a God and you're still hurting anybody for any reason intentionally, well, God damn you. And you will be damned. And you will be punished for it. It's retribution. You will pay for intentional pain to another. That's the way it goes. So, I'm going to put this one out there. I'll be back. I've got to get back outside. So, yeah, I'm not even going to say tread lightly. I'm going to tell anybody that's got anything to say, unless you're saying hello or you are a known friend of mine, don't give me any flack, because you're going to get it back. Other than that, I'll talk to everybody later. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.